I think of all the things that have come out of Washington that have been outrageous, this has got to be pretty close to the top. And I think it was basically just a middle finger to the American public that this is what they think of you, all these problems we have to deal with, and they think the way is to do 87,000 IRS agents. There's going to be more people in the IRS than in like a lot of these other agencies combined now. But what I've said is that the state of Florida is the place where woke goes to die. We are not going to let this state. We're not going to let this state descend into some type of woke dumpster fire. We're going to be following common sense. We're going to be following, facts, and that's just really, really important.
Juan Mendoza reporting for Rebel News. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis held press conferences in Pensacola, Florida, and Port Richey, Florida, in order to promote the 3 initiatives that are being taken by the state in order to hire retired service members, whether it's military, law enforcement, EMTs, firefighters, in order for them to teach at Florida schools.
So the legislature passed, and I signed a bill recently identifying military veterans that have 4 years or more of active duty honorable service, who have 60 college credit hours, who have passed the exam, and that what they would basically be able to do is they would be able to get a temporary certificate, be able to teach, and then obviously work to get their bachelor's degree. And it was unanimously passed by the legislature. You know, some in the media just recently started attacking us over this. They said you can't just put any old warm body in the classroom. And look, as a veteran, I will tell you, like, the people that serve our country are not just some warm body. They're people that have a lot to offer. So we're going to announce 3 initiatives today that we're going to be pursuing with the next legislative session to build off our efforts to increase recruitment and retention of great teachers. And so we are proposing first a governor's recruitment program focusing on our heroes. So in addition to recruiting retired military veterans, we also want to include first responders, law enforcement, EMTs, paramedics, firefighters who have their bachelor's degree to become teachers and bring their leadership and wisdom into the classroom. And what we will do, just like we do for veterans, we will do for the other first responders. We will waive the exam fees for the state teacher certification exam. And if you do sign up under this program, those teachers will be eligible for a $4,000 bonus to be able to serve. And if they teach courses that have really acute shortages in those subject matters, they'll get another $1,000. And so that'll be a $5,000 bonus for first responders who go in to those. And so some of the areas where we've been short, science, ESE, reading, and those are all very, very important. And so we believe that the folks that have served our communities have an awful lot to offer. And we've got people that have served, 20 years in law enforcement. They retire, and some of them are looking for kind of the next chapter in their life. Same with the military. Got people that join when they're 18, and they're retired with 20 years before they're 40 years old. Well, they're not going to just sit around on their hands. They want to do something. So we want to provide a pathway. We want to incentivize them being able to help. The second proposal that we have. The second proposal that we have is a teacher apprenticeship program. And I believe that the teachers that become great teachers don't become great teachers because they're sitting in some university lecture hall listening to some professor bloviate. I don't think that's what makes a teacher great. I think what makes a teacher great is actually being there, doing it, watching experienced teachers and see what they do that works, working directly with students. And it's something that you acquire skills as you're doing it. So we believe apprenticeships are a huge part of that. So we are going to have a teacher apprenticeship program that will allow Floridians with their associate's degree to get professional experience teaching in the classroom under the mentorship of an experienced teacher. So they will spend 2 years teaching under the leadership of a high-quality teacher mentor to gain real-world classroom experience. The apprentice will then go on to receive the bachelor's degree, and the teacher mentor, for every apprentice that they have, the mentor will get a $4,000 bonus. And so spending time in the classroom, being taught from a professor is fine, but spending time in the classroom where you are watching somebody that has experience and you have hands-on experience, that is really what's going to make. So we believe in doing, and we believe in learning by doing, and this is going to be a great program, and it will obviously be a great boon to experienced teachers who want to participate in this and want to help mentor our future teachers. And then finally, we're proposing a new scholarship program to help current high school teachers earn their master's degree, which will allow them to teach dual enrollment courses at the high school where they currently work. So right now, dual enrollment is one of the more popular ways for students to gain college credit during high school and save themselves money and time for getting their four-year, either 2 or 4-year degree. So during the last school year, over 92,000 public school students participated in dual enrollment. Dual enrollment allows students to earn both high school and college credit, but no cost to the student for the college credit. So what has happened is the students typically have to travel between the high school campus and the college campus, which is not always the easiest thing to do, and particularly can be more challenging in more rural communities. So this will expand dual enrollment opportunities for students because they'll be able to get college credit without even having to leave their high school campus. The scholarship program will help teachers cover the cost of tuition, fees, and books for their master's courses. And we believe that this will be very enticing for a lot of teachers to be able to expand their horizons, and particularly with us underwriting the cost really makes a lot of sense. And so this will be a win for students because they'll have more opportunity. It'll also be a win for teachers and their professional development. So we look forward to working on these very important initiatives. We've done an awful lot in education. There's not been a single state that's done more than we have over the last few years. However, there's more to do, and we want to make sure that we're leaning forward, and meeting the challenges that are before us as a state throughout all the communities in Florida. And what I've said in the state of Florida, because we've taken on woke corporations, we've taken on ESG. Obviously, in the classroom, we've battled a lot of ideologies. But what I've said is that the state of Florida is the place where woke goes to die. We are not going to let this state. We're not going to let this state descend into some type of woke dumpster fire. We're going to be following common sense. We're going to be following, facts, and that's just really important.
During the press conference in Pensacola, Governor DeSantis also condemned the Biden administration for the hiring of the 87,000 IRS agents.
In spite of all the headwinds that we see with the inflation and the energy coming out of Washington, and oh, by the way, what have they done? They just stuck you with 87,000 new IRS agents, and they are going after you. People say they're going to go after billionaires. Do you know any billionaire that doesn't already have accountants and lawyers? Of course not. They do this every day, and that's just how they do. So they are going to go after independent contractors. They're going to go after small business people. They're going to go after someone that may be driving an Uber or a handyman or all these things. And why would they do that? Because you're not going to be able to contend with the audit. So they're going to crush a lot of people by doing that. And I think of all the things that have come out of Washington that have been outrageous, this has got to be pretty close to the top. And I think it was basically just a middle finger to the American public that this is what they think of you, all these problems we have to deal with, and they think the way is to do 87,000 IRS agents. There's going to be more people in the IRS than in like a lot of these other agencies combined now. They're not putting very much might down at the border, I can tell you that right now, but they want to be able to do it and unleash them on American taxpayers. And so that's wrong.
Thank you guys very much for watching this news coverage of Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' initiatives to hire retired service members to teach kids at Florida schools. This type of news coverage is only possible because you, the viewers, donate money to help us fund these news coverages in the United States. So if you would like to help us continue reporting news in the United States, whether it's the state of Florida or elsewhere in the country, please go to rebelnewsusa.com. This type of coverage in the United States is possible because you guys donate money to help us fund these kinds of news trips, whether it's this or other news coverage that's happening nationwide. If you would like to help us with these news trips, please go to rebelnews.com and also to rebelnewsusa.com.